happened was a terrible mistake on the Ansar al-Sharia terrorist group. I speculate that Ambassador Stevens was supposed to be kidnapped, held hostage in exchange for the release of the blind sheikh that we're currently holding in prison. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Otherwise, he never would have stayed there that night.
And do you believe then that he was doing so voluntarily, willingly, knowingly, being put forward, if you will, as is trading chattel for the blind sheikh?
Well, that's what's going to have to come out in the hearings. And the only way we're going to get to the bottom of it, we probably have to have a special prosecutor, and we certainly have to have General Petraeus testifying openly and with granted immunity.
Very quickly, we're out of time, Admiral, and as always, it's fascinating listening to your mind work. The President today said on the night of the attack his orders were to his national security team to do whatever is necessary to save American lives. Your reaction?
Well, that didn't happen. Very quickly, we didn't use the resources we had in theater. You had that 130-man Marine Force recon team in Sigonella. They weren't used. F-16 aircraft, which could have been there in an hour and a half. We had the Pentagon timeline that said that they stood up 2 Marine counter-terrorist teams at Rota, but the first team took 23 hours to go 800 miles to get to Tripoli. I can go around the world in 23 hours. The second team was never sent because they said all the Americans were out of the consulate. That makes no sense. We let it open for looters. It should have been secured. This is U.S. territory. That prevented the FBI from getting in there for over 3 weeks. And when the FBI did get there, they did a lousy job by leaving half the documents on that were left there sprued around.
Adm Lyons, it is always worthwhile listening to you, and we appreciate it. Come back soon. We appreciate it. Admiral James Lyons.
Thanks, Lou.
Up next, Mitt Romney lost the election, but the fiscal cliff, well, has some political foes borrowing a few thoughts of his. And coming up tomorrow,